Well, we've been following the demolition of this home on Cleveland's east side since early this morning. The vacant house was on the city's list of condemned properties to be destroyed. And this is what the lot looks like now. Nothing more than rubble and a hole after the razing. This was just one of the thousands of homes in Northeast Ohio that's sitting empty. But News Channel 5 wants to build better neighborhoods where these eyesores are located. In the coming months, we hope to help restore property values and promote safety in Northeast Ohio neighborhoods.
5 on Your Side troubleshooter Joe Paganakis joins us live from the demolition site at East 142nd Street in Cleveland to explain how this On Your Side community project will be making a difference. Joe.
Lee, some 30,000 Northeast Ohio homes need to be demolished here in our area. They're awaiting demolition, like this home right here that's located, or at one time was located right here on East 142nd Street. These homes perpetuate crime, they cause safety issues, and they cause a drop in property values throughout our region. That's why we're going to be working with community leaders and lawmakers and residents to try to spread awareness and find badly needed federal funding.
Well, I'm extremely proud of my house and my neighborhood.
Kyvan Bauzo has lived here on West 33rd in Cleveland for the past 12 years. He's put well over $20,000 into his home since 2005. New siding, wrought iron fencing, and more. But in Kyvan's block, there is condemned house after condemned house after condemned house. 9 in all. In fact, half of the homes on his street are abandoned, some awaiting demolition for years.
Yeah, a lot of the owners of this house built in this block, they're very concerned because they cannot sell, because the value of the house has decreased, and then they cannot rent because nobody wants to rent their homes.
Rebecca Kempton lives right next door to a condemned home. She worries about crime, vandalism, or fire destroying what little she has. She's so compelled by this growing problem, she took her still camera, took pictures of more than 100 vacant houses in her neighborhood, and produced this video, posting it on YouTube.
Everyone has been absolutely amazed by the video. Most people, like myself, were unaware that there were so many houses.
Residents like Rebecca and Kyvan don't want to move out of Cleveland like many of their friends have done over the past 3 years. But they say without federal funding, they may have no choice.
Sometimes you know that there's a vacant house on your street or down the street from you, but you don't realize that how many are in the neighborhood.
And joining me now live is Building and Housing Director Ed Ribka. And Director Ribka, your department has taken down more vacant homes than practically any other building and housing department in the nation, some 5,700 since 2006. Is this vacant home problem an epidemic?
It certainly is, and Joe, this is why it's so important that Channel 5 is shedding light on this epidemic, because it's been a natural disaster, a tsunami of vacant property, thousands of vacant properties dumped on the citizens of the city of Cleveland and neighborhoods of this city. And as you indicated, it's beyond the city of Cleveland. And when Mayor Jackson took office in 2006, this was a priority for him, and we needed to focus our finite resources on eradicating these properties. We're at 5,700. We realize we've got a lot more that we have to do, and we're going to continue to plug away and work to, again, enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
How important is it that we find additional federal funding to address this problem?
Huge. We have spent in the 6 years to accomplish 5,700 plus demolitions. We have spent as a city of Cleveland nearly $40 million to demolish 5,700 structures. We figure we're maybe half done, maybe even need more. So the federal resources are important. But equally important than that is to hold those accountable for this problem and ask them to pay. Under Mayor Jackson's directive, the city of Cleveland has initiated 2 lawsuits to go after the lending institutions that contributed to the 33,000 foreclosures that have taken place in the city of Cleveland since 2005. And again, to ask the courts to force these companies to help pay this cost so that it's not just borne by the taxpayers and the citizens of the city of Cleveland.
Director Ribka, thanks for being with us tonight. Now, coming up on Live on 5 at 5:30, we're going to show you how this house back here on East 142nd was taken down. It's a fascinating piece of video, fascinating process. We'll also talk to WEWS Vice President and General Manager Sam Rosenwasser to get his comments on News Channel 5's year-long commitment to this problem. It's building better neighborhoods, and a live report coming up at 5:30.
All right, Joe, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few minutes. Meanwhile, log on to Joe's Troubleshooter Facebook page to report vacant homes and leave pictures or video and other information. We will pass that along to the proper city, county agencies. We're working with lawmakers to find solutions and the federal funding needed to renovate or remove these homes. Stay tuned for details on a future Adopt a Neighborhood program and a series of 5 on Your Side town hall meetings in 2012. Be sure to follow our project on Twitter.